I make labels. This may not be the correct way to do it, but this is the way I do it. So first I'm going to insert a shape. This is going to be my template for the actual label. I'm making earring cards, so I select a square and I change the dimensions. I unlock it so that I can make the width and the height different, and it's not going to be in proportion. So my earring cards are 2.5 by, and I want it to be 1/2 inch thick. So these are going at the bottom of my earring cards. So I'm going to move this and I'm going to change it to white. That way I can see what I'm doing. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, so this is what I'll use to create my thing. So I'm going to add text. My font that I use for this is called American Typewriter. So I'm going to type in my website name first. And then I'm going to press enter, and on the second line I'm going to put my Facebook page. Okay, so now I need to make this the same size. So instead of 2.5, I want to leave a little room on either side. So I'm going to change this to 2.25. I'm going to leave it locked for now so it keeps the letters from going all wonky on me. Okay, so I position it where I want it, and I am going to make it just a little bit smaller. All right, then I'm going to center the text by doing alignment, center, and I start moving it by hand, and I realize there's a much easier way to do this. So I'm going to unlock it, the dimensions right here. You can also do it at this drag box instead of up top. So I'm going to draw a box around it, and then up at the top where it says alignment, align, I'm going to center it horizontally and then center it vertically as well. So that way it's completely centered into what my label is going to be. Okay, so now in the new version of Design Space, I'm pointing to the fact that you can do it draw, score, or cut. But how I'm going to do it is I'm going to draw a box around everything, and then I'm going to hit the flatten button. If I weren't to hit the flatten button, it would cut out each letter individually. But since I hit flatten, it's going to cut only around the square, because that makes it one full image. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go to make it. And I'm going to change the project copies. This black square is the sensors of where you can do print and cut, which is what this is called. Cricut has a limitation on print and cut. I think it's 6.25 by 9.25. So you can't do a full page image on this, but you can hit this apply button and it will fill up the page. You just have to play with the numbers a little bit. Where I'm pointing to right now is the copies, if you want to make more than one copy of it. The bleed button is more if you're doing a print and cut image, like a graphic of some sort. So I'm going to turn that off, and that's so that there is no white showing around it. But since this is just a box, it's not going to do anything. So I hit advanced options, and this is, I went ahead and I printed. Okay, so here I am. I've already printed it, and I've put it on my mat. I'm using the blue mat. It doesn't, well, it does matter, but all my mats are unstickified. So I put it on my mat. Make sure you line it up correctly. And then I hit the um, I hit the feed button, that the 2 arrows, and that feeds it into the machine. And then once you do that, the Cricut button will start blinking, and that means it's time to go. So it'll start cutting. At this point, I turned off my task light so that this light can shine and read the sensors. This is what tells it where it's going to cut. So it's very important that you put it on the mat the correct way that it is on the screen, or else it will read it wrong. So here it is scanning all these outer borders, or the sensors, for the print and cut. I did set this up on the Cricut clear sticker paper, and I did not cut it all the way through. So I ended up changing it to cardstock plus, and it cut all the way through, so now I have to peel the thing off. And this is the final product.